All right. All right, lads. We should be looking good and sounding good. We'll get started in just a second here. Okay. Okay. All right. So, we are back on EverQuest, the hero's journey. Our goal today is I went through Kunark. I didn't go through all of it. And oh, my category it's wrong on Twitch. Just a second here. Everything's just always such a mess. Um, okay, good. Okay, cool. So, I went through Kunark just for fun. It was a lot of fun. Brought back some great memories. And now I believe that we have access to Velious. And so we're gonna try that out today, I think. I still want to do like Chardock and stuff for fun, and I think I will go back later. But for now, oh, we actually aren't able to go there. I guess that would have been too easy, right? So how would I get to Velius from Lunark? Um, Wait, did I miss something? You have access to the scars of Velius. Okay. It's a ice-clad ocean, isn't it? Isn't it from like from Caladim, maybe? Wait a second. How would I... Let me see if I can jog my memory. I don't exactly want to go into Kaladim, but let's check it out. Oh man, this is so nostalgic. Thank you for the subs, guys. My notifications are a little bit off. I need to fix that. Yeah, so I think I need to go to Butcher Block Mountains. I'm just gonna run. I'm not gonna worry about these guys too much. So let me see if I can test my knowledge. It's been a very, very long time. I seem to remember taking a boat or something. Man, this is crazy. Actually, oh, sorry guys. Now I'm gonna have to kill you. One of my very, very first characters ever, was a dwarf. And I started here with a good buddy of mine, Coronator 27. And we had a lot of great shenanigans here. I'm going to actually just turn down the volume just a little bit. Hopefully it's not too bad. A legendary dwarven axe. Wow. Oh man, I remember this newbie area. Let's take these guys out of our misery, I guess. So yeah, I'm using mostly bard capabilities. I have so many songs that like I don't know how I'm gonna have room for my shaman and shadow knight stuff. I actually don't know how I'm gonna do this. So it wasn't my aim to kill dwarves mercilessly. But okay. Oh yeah, I remember this crag chick that would spawn here sometimes. I remember these goblin whelps. Man, good times. I remember just kind of running around through here at this little newbie area. And I certainly remember the city. I thought, I think this is incredible. Well done, lads. Okay, so how do we... How does one get to Velious after Kunarg? It's been a while. I think that you take the boat. So I'm gonna actually just for fun, I'm gonna head over to the docks over here. North Row. Oh, so it's North Row. Okay. Well, actually, I just want to run over here for fun then. Flag first, and you can take the map in Bazaar as well. To Western Wastes. Okay. Yeah, I sure do remember the docks. Remember this lady here? Remember these little huts, you know? There was like all kinds of other people. Port Authority. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, man, this was a really good time, you know? This one you actually had to travel. Okay. Um they had mead. That's nice. Okay. Well then, it looks like oh, we'll have to wait on these guys. Okay. All right, so we're gonna head back and we're gonna go to North Row. North Row. Excellent. So, let's see here. We'll head to the Bazaar map, which is I've gotten some decent money in plat on this game. I think what I might do is I might make my class a little bit more reasonable. Um, because I feel like I don't have room for my shaman really. I feel like most of my bar is just taken up with bard songs here. Okay, so North Row. So I guess that would be near Freeport somewhere. I could take High Keep maybe. Oasis, right? Oh yeah, okay. Well, let's see here. That's a little closer maybe. Let's see. You know, one thing I really like about this game is you can hop on kind of at your leisure and you can get something done and you feel like you're not going to waste too much time. Yeah, I was close. So I can just go here and take North Row. But you know what I'm saying? So like before work, I just hop on for like I've hopped on literally for like 20 to 25 minutes in the morning before I got to start like really getting ready. And I've been able to grind AA. I've been able to like basically get my Velious flag just doing one little thing every morning. And you kind of feel like you can start a dungeon or raid or you know expedition, whatever you want to call it, and then um, you can kind of go through a dungeon in a few days, like in small increments, if you really don't have that much time. So I think it's been really reasonable, and I went through Sibyllus, my favorite zone, pretty much my favorite dungeon. So that was a lot of fun. I kind of just took my time, explored every nook and cranny. It was nice. Wow. That looks really awesome. And you know, even though the skybox is kind of simple in this game, and I guess the graphics, you know, by today's standards, it's just something really comforting about it. Really, really like how they designed this. Graphics are still really charming to this day. Oh, translocator, okay. There seemed to be some strange problem with the boats. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so we'll travel to Iceclad. I guess that's the way to Velious. Okay. Wow. Oh, okay. Um, oh shit. I fell off the dock, but that's okay. Oh man. I think this is where I like fell off one time and I couldn't find my body. Okay. Wow, so we're here, lads. We're literally here. I love snowy places. I didn't spend as much time in Velious as I did Kunar. Wow. Okay. Yeah, so here we are. Just gonna glance at the map. I don't want to like harp on the map too much, but I don't know. Let's just look around. Let's just run around. Um, I am looking for the dragons. I don't exactly know where they're located. I guess Klandikar, Zlandikar, and I forget the others. We'll just run around here. Check it out. We have the icy wind effect as well. Spear of the Archgod. Wow. That sounds really cool. I wonder if that's a custom item, because I've never seen that one before. Oh man, Tower of Frozen Shadow. I remember that. Let's see, who are these guys? I seem to remember, yeah, there was like gnome explorers who were trying to map it all out and figure it out. This gives me like deep north vibes from Valheim. Coming in the near future. Okay. Is there a reason to do some of these raids? I guess if you go the solo self-found route, you could do it. I feel like I'm over leveled for Tower of Frozen Shadow, so I'll just make my way to Eastern Waste, I suppose. Pretty much I'm just exploring this episode. I don't really have a purpose exactly. I just kind of want to go through this zone. It's crazy when you think about it, like, it's so simple in a way. It's just like a big rectangle, but it's really cool what they were able to do with all of this. Okay, yeah, we're gonna keep moving. If I see anything interesting, we'll check it out. This looks kind of cool. Some dire wolves. Yeah, it's just like a big thing with dragons, you know? Kind of monolithic architecture from the day. Man, since playing a lot of these old school MMOs lately, I've been going down the rabbit hole of the EverQuest interviews that A Loving Robot did on his channel. Those are like really fun. I think I've listened to like 6 of them so far in the last week or so. I just kind of always have them on in the background as I'm doing stuff. Really, really fun. Hey Apsu, greetings my friend. How are you doing this evening? Really nice to see you pop in. Hope you're doing great. Deep North is the last biome update, right? Yeah, I believe so. I believe that it is before the game's like officially 1.0 released. I actually don't know when that's coming. We've been demoralized in Ashlands lately, so I'm kind of on a slight hiatus. Man, look at this awesome dragon skeleton. Look how imposing that is, you know? Hey Vendini, greetings. No, this isn't Pantheon. This is the hero's journey. Hopefully some Pantheon soon, though. Hope life is treating you well. I've actually been really enjoying this one quite a bit. Just because, like, oh yeah, and look, this was a cool thing too. Back in the day, you pretty much could only just see the giant's feet. But now, I basically have godlike powers and I can explore at my leisure. So yeah, I just got to Velious, or Velious, I guess, which is the second expansion. And it's part of the golden age of EverQuest. I didn't explore this one as much as Kunark. This was when, like, I had it ingrained in my skull that the world was really dangerous. So I just feel like I could level mostly in Kunark. I was really cautious. And then Luceland came out, or Luckland, whatever. And then Plains of Power. And then that's when I, like, spent most of my time, pretty much. Okay, so now this is Eastern Wastes. I'm kind of just roaming around. I'm looking for the dragons. Isle Drackle, that was a famous dungeon. I don't really know where they would be located. Dragon Necropolis is another good one. So I could kind of go through at least one of the dungeons tonight, I'm thinking. Great Divide. Crystal Caverns exit. Wow. Oh, and there's a waypoint here. We can just go ahead and grab that. Now, for convenience sake, they kind of put everything labeled on the map for you, which is really nice. Look at the design that went into it. Look how jacked that bear is. I guess that's kind of reminiscent of kobolds or whatever. Oh, hey, there's someone out here. That's cool. Let's see. Who do we got? We got level 56, 65. Okay. Nice to see, like, a player out in the world doing stuff. We're just going to continue exploring. Don't know what level Kale is. Might try that out as well. We can at least do a dungeon. Maybe kill a dragon or something. That would be cool. Of course, I love the ice theme that we have here. How do I get in this thing? Oh, I gotta go around this way. Yeah. Snowy northern places are really, really cool. Okay. Wait a second. Here it is. I missed it. That's a cool helmet too. I love how the ogres used to have like this weird, like almost like Mayan looking helmet. I thought that was awesome. Man, there's a lot of players coming in and out. Here we go. Here's our portal. And that is Crystal Caverns, which I don't want to go to right now. Okay. Alright, so let's keep moving. And what else do we have? The Great Divide, Kale, Sleeper's Tomb. Wow. Okay. No, that was a huge deal back in the day. Eastern Wastes. Why don't we check out Eastern Wastes? I'm just running through Velious at the moment. I did try to do Plane of Hate, and I wasn't able to figure out how to get Interrupt to spawn. There was some like placeholders in his place, and they had the Shadow Knight epic, but I wasn't able to figure out how to get them to spawn. And my idea is I don't want to exactly level too much, so I out level the content, because I was flying through these levels. What I want to do is just kind of take my time, maybe get some alternate advancement points. Let's kill this mammoth for fun. Okay. And we'll keep going. Coldane Lookout. Oh man. The Coldane guys. Yeah, I don't want to start any trouble with them, but I guess they're not going to be interested in talking to me. Man, like the lore behind this was really, really amazing. Just how some dwarves got lost on the way to like a mining thing, and it ended up being basically the Coldane dwarves. And they're named Dane because that was just like the name of their first leader. They weren't able to make it back to Khaladim, but they didn't necessarily get wiped out. Okay, so, what do we do here? To Eastern Wastes? I'm not sure if I've been to Eastern Wastes. I know Great Divide was very dangerous, and you had to seek a port, but, how do we, let's see. I have Safe Fall, so I'm not that worried about it. Is there like a... Actually, I think this might be a weird, I don't know if this is a zone, actually. So I might just keep going. I'm not really sure what this is. East Waste. Oh, I think that's labeled from... I think that might be like a different instance or something. Never mind. I think that's just marked on the map, but... that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Heavy Blood Moon expansion vibes from Morrowind. Nice. Is that what you're back to playing, Apsu? I know you mentioned you wanted to stream. I watched your update video today. It was really nice. You're a very thoughtful person. And I get kind of like that too. I feel like I did that with Baldur's Gate 3. I have not played Baldur's Gate 3 off stream, but it's such a huge game. So I'm trying to... I was actually thinking about streaming it tonight, because I need to finish it. It's taking up so much space on my tiny little hard drive. And so I didn't play Morrowind, but I heard the stories. Should I commit to Kyle? It's just this badass. It was the kingdom of like the giants, who were always at odds with the dwarves in this expansion. Let's actually skip it for now. It's an amazing dungeon. It's a lot of fun. But I want some more action, I think. But we can go by the entrance. Oh. Oh, man. You know, I need levitate or whatever. Oh, yeah. You could, like, really fall like crazy. So, another interesting thing was that, let's keep going. I need levitate. But one of the really cool things is in the Great Divide, there's these giant ravines. And it's said that the great dragon Vishan was the one who like basically clawed the earth. And that's why those ridges are so deep. It's because it's from her claws. And I just always thought that was really badass. Yeah, I'll hop back on Morrowind on my personal time. Very excited. Nice, nice. Yeah, treat yourself, you know, sometimes it's just so nice to take a load off. It's nice because you play a lot of different games, so it's kind of like on the opposite end of the spectrum. It's more laid back compared to like Deep Rock Galactic and like some of those more fast-paced games. Here we go. I think we're doing it. EverQuest did a good job to mask the zone line. So like you're going here, there's maybe like a tree. You don't really have like a good indicator, right? And is this it? Yeah, it is. It's tough to know that this would be the zone. I mean, luckily I'm spoiled by the map, but so let's see, what do we got here? I'm being a little cheeky, I guess. I'm not too familiar with these zones. Plane of Knowledge, which we don't have access to yet. Plane of Mischief. Man, how awesome is that? So I remember having to go in there and I had to steal something like for the Rogue Epic, I think. It's really interesting. So what does this connect to? This connects to Plane of Mischief, Velkator's Labyrinth. What else do we have? I think that's Thurgoden City. Okay. Alright. Give me just a sec here. So where was my... Where was Western Wastes then? Am I going crazy? So here we have Velious. We're just in the Eastern Wastes. Western Wastes on the other side there. So how do we... Does Kyle Draco connect to Awakening Lands then? Or maybe Velkator's Labyrinth connects to Dragon Necropolis? I don't know. Cobalt Scar. Wow, okay. Let's see. Let's actually try to get it to Kyle, I think. Or Kale. Sorry, I'm butchering the pronunciations, my friends. Maybe I'll go through Sibyllus again in Kunark. You know what? I changed my mind. Let's actually do Kale. Whether we can go through there or not, I just think it's like a cool dungeon to grind some alternate advancement points in. Hopefully it's like a decent level. I remember these guys were kind of unique looking too. And here we have this weird like, yeah, manticore looking thing. That's weird. I'm thinking about maybe trying like a different class or something, because I'm not really sure how all this is gonna fit together. I mean, it's okay, it's badass because of all the buffs and stuff, but yeah. Hey Luke, how's it going, my friend? Nice to see you. Only 8 more days till Monsters and Memories. Wow, I didn't know it was that close. Is it really? So it must be not this weekend, but next weekend? Hope you're all having a good one. Abzu, I had the mod Tamriel rebuild the last time I played Morrowind and it was really fun. Hey Luke, it's nice to see you. Hopefully we can link up in Monsters and Memories as well. It was great grouping with you the other day. I had no idea. I thought it was just a random badass wizard. It was great. I love these kind of organic interactions and stuff, so thanks for hanging out as long as you did. Yeah, I'm hoping I can get just as far in Monsters and Memories. Like, I'm really feeling it. The only thing for me, though, is I'm not exactly sure what class I want to play. I'm really not sure. I have a rogue right now, and I'm enjoying it, but I think I want something with a little bit more utility, I guess. I don't know. I'm very indecisive, I suppose. I'm very indecisive. But it'll be really cool to see you guys there. I know Abzu is excited about Monsters and Memories as well. So yeah, hopefully we can all link up and hit the ground running. That's kind of what I wanna get farther along, yeah. It's just yeah, I gotta decide if I wanna roll a new class or not. Just a second while we zone in here. I'll be right back. All right, hopefully you guys can hear me a little bit better. I adjusted the gain on my microphone. I've been having a lot of weird audio issues that's been driving me crazy. Um, okay, so we are in Kale now, famous dungeon. I wonder if there is an echo, because ideally I want the dungeon to myself. You see, there's already some people in here, which is fine. So yeah, this was the famous dungeon of the ice giants in Velious. Wow. There they are, lads. There they are. And I think I might do some crazy bard shenanigans here. Apsu says Tamriel rebuild adds so much with the mainland, and they really do well to keep the lore as accurate as possible. Feels like a proper expansion, but it has as much content as the base game itself. Wow. Yeah, I need to try it out. So I'm gonna do, here's my little spell book. This will be a little familiar to you from like Monsters and Memories. This was like the EverQuest style uh, book that they borrowed from. I think this is my spell here that I can spam for my AoE shenanigans. Like I said, this isn't like the best class ever. It's just a combination that I kind of came up with. But I haven't really figured out where Shaman fits into all this. I've mostly just been taking advantage of the Bard and um, Shadow Knight capabilities. We'll get this song up as well, and I think we're good. Um, maybe there is no. Oh, it's on the other side. Okay. Well, that's fine. These guys don't like us very much, but that's okay. I'm gonna just kind of get through to the other side and then spawn this dungeon so I can wreak havoc on it. I think I need to go up this way. I don't think I've ever navigated like all the way through here. Back in the day as a rogue, I had Shroud of Stealth, which was like a really, really amazing stealth that you could get as a rogue, and it was probably one of the safest things in the game. So you could navigate through very dangerous zones where regular invis from, you know, whoever, it wasn't as effective. So basically a rogue could safely get anywhere, sneak and hide, and have Shroud of Stealth. So yeah. Okay, so there's our guy that we need. So we'll just clear the area here. We'll wait till these guys get in here. Might have strange sound effects. You basically just only see their legs. Where's everybody else? I have like a few other NPCs on my hate list here. Meanwhile, we'll just loot up everything. Bladesman's axe. That's pretty cool. But ultimately it's not good. Frost giant toes. How could I forget that? Okay. Now they're coming. Luke says I'm rolling a new Shadow Knight on Rel since I have a few buds joining. THJ looks fun. Nice, nice, Luke. Yeah, I might roll a new character as well. I'm on Crivea on my rogue, but I might try just a new character on another server. Just a fresh start, you know? I'm a little bit indecisive, so I'm going to do some research, but I'm glad that you're excited. I'm very excited. I'll definitely be around. If you guys are streaming or whatnot, that would be cool to hang out. I definitely will be streaming, for sure. So I feel like this weekend I'm gonna lay low. I'm gonna lay low, keep Miss Heim happy, and then next weekend I'm going hard. It's not exactly like going hard in the sense of competition. It's just really fun to... I want to see what the toolkit looks like at higher levels. I want to learn more about the city. I want to venture out farther into the land, you know? That's kind of what I'm excited about. Yeah, you know. Before we go do this, I'm gonna go through here first. THJ looks fun. So THJ is fun if you were a fan of EverQuest before. It's I think it's a really good thing to like kill time until Monsters and Memories. I'm just looking around. I'm looking to see if any of the dragons are like wandering around here. Oh, there's actually Wuoshi or whatever, so I do need him. Where is this echo of there's a waypoint there as well, so I feel like I can get that at least too. Yeah, so I'm just kind of getting the lay of the land here. Echo of the past is what I'm looking for. There's Plane of Growth. How cool is that? don't see one. Let's head towards the waypoint. Cross Giant Sentinel. Yeah, I guess these guys gotta go. Cross Giant Overseer. Wow. Okay. That's a massive named here in this area. Let's go ahead and activate our awesome song here. I love this song. It's pretty much been my go-to here. He doesn't seem to be resisting it very much. One thing is you can like fight red cons like this. Love the voice effect, just kind of spams over and over. Alright, well, I wonder where the echo of the past is on this side. Not familiar with this zone at all. Okay. Well, let's just kind of cut across. Luckily the map kind of spoils you because it places all the enemy locations and names on the map, but I think if you do, is it home? There's a way to hide the UI. I know it's kind of a very busy UI and mine is horribly messy. But man, I tell you, like, this was quite immersive back in the day. There's no guide, there's no map. You kind of just have to look at your surroundings and be careful. I also love the thunderstorm effects, you know, it's great. You're a pretty good tour guide through this world. Oh, thanks, Apsu. Yeah. My goal is to get through the flags here because you have to kind of get through the expansions by killing the bosses around the world. And one of them is located in this zone. But in order to make that happen... Oh, look at this, a unicorn. Wow. Unicorn meat. Yeah, in order for that to happen, you kind of have to make your own instance. That allows you to kill the boss. That allows you to kind of have the zone to yourself. And I think... I'm hoping that's what this is here, next to the waypoint, but I'm not sure. So I might have to do some exploring. But yes, I'll definitely see you guys on M&M. I'll be on Rel, I'll be on Crevea, whatever pops off. Okay, so here's the waypoint. Good thing is, you can teleport to this location whenever you step on it. So that's exciting. We actually have aggro, so I'm gonna zone out. Just gonna keep looking around. Okay. Quest room translocator, echo of the past. Okay. So where are we located now? Sky Shrine. Wow. Wow. I never did this zone. It looks huge. It looks absolutely huge. A lot of light blue stuff. What raids were here? Just curious. Armor quest room. Okay, yeah, this is huge. Let's go back and try to find the echo of the past for this other zone here, because I want to kill the dragon. I want to kill the dragon, actually. There's a named raptor here. Let's see what loot he has. Here he is. Raptors, I thought, were really interesting. Alright, and that's the famous alternate advancement. Ding. Nice. Yeah, even just messing around exploring, going through some of these zones, I'm already at 63 AA, which is really cool. Getting a lot of meat here. Okay. Okay, Echo of the Past. Why do I not see it? It's usually near a zone line. Oh, here it is, Echo of the Past, by the Druid portal. Okay, well, that'll be beautiful then. What a treat. Okay. So that's the way we're gonna head. And we're gonna kill Wuoshi. That's our first target here in Velious. I know Zlandikar is in the Dragon Necropolis. Which is... maybe it's back the other way. He's definitely not in the plane of growth. Which is something I'm interested in exploring anyway. It's kind of cool, like the whole concept for the planes. It looks like that was already a thing, even in the original game. They already had Plane of Hate. Then they introduced a few of them here and there, here and there. Like, people rag on Planes of Power, but I thought it was a really interesting idea. You're going back to my roots for now with streaming back to bug killing games. Just until Eminem releases, yeah. There'll be bugs to kill there too. But yeah, no, that's great, Apsu. That's great. Everybody's got their thing. And for you, that just happens to be bug killing games. I think that's awesome. Priest Delar. Okay. Interesting. A named giant. You will see him repeatedly spam O because he's getting hit. Here I'm doing my attacks. He's a retcon, but he's flying by, and that's kind of the point of this game. Okay. And yeah, my whole idea for this was just to be able to sustain myself. So as you can see, I'm not really taking a lot of damage. I have a lot of shields from the Bard songs, and I have a lot of buffs. So yeah, it's slow, but it's kind of like a slow and steady wins the race, I suppose, kind of a thing. Yeah, that's kind of my whole goal with this here. so he's a priest. He's gonna heal probably. Yeah, you know, this is a bad idea. This might be like a 20-minute fight. See, that's why I'm worried, like DPS wise, I'm not sure if this is the move. Gonna keep casting that really big heal. Yeah. Oh, human mercenary now. Great. Well, you just die in the AoE. Complete heal is very costly. Surely he's gonna be out of mana soon. They just scratch a power fantasy itch like no other, especially EDF. Yeah, that's always a great thing. That's kind of how the hero's journey is, you know? You basically just have like godlike powers. Dilar's head. So there must be a quest for these heads. Because they don't really have much loot other than that. Okay. Alright, well, let's keep going, lads. Let's keep going. And part of me wants to roll a class that's more, I don't know, just has like more overall synergy, I suppose, but yeah, really wanted to try this out. Okay, so Echo of the Past. Here we go. Alright, we're going to do a non-respawning. Let's see, we're going to quit Skyfire Mountains, though. That's where we had the other dragon. And we're going to do non-respawning. And we're going to go after Wuoshi, if this thing lets me. Okay. Okay. Alright, cool. Let's get this dragon. It seems easy, but I had to do quite a bit of leveling in order to get here. Oh, so it did start me on the other end of the map here. So hopefully we're just going to run straight and see the dragon. Must feel powerful. You're effectively playing 3 classes as one. Yes, exactly right. And not only that, but they have basically your buffs never go away. The bard songs basically never go away. I'm fully buffed at all times, full haste. I have 2 pets. I'm a tank. I'm a like support. Everything. It's really crazy, but it all like somehow works, you know? You have access to your alternate advancement abilities, which were like really cool in EverQuest. There's hundreds of alternate advancement abilities you can do, and it just yeah, it really gets to that point. I mean, here too, you can even see how these games, like even Adrulan Online Adventures, the name is very hard to pronounce. They get a lot of flack for that, but you can see the cool little bard effects, you know? They kind of borrowed heavily from EverQuest. EverQuest was the first to do it. You know, these little notes around me just signify that basically bard effects are going on right now. Okay, so I have to fight this seer again. But luckily he doesn't heal. So it's just a tank and spank. So far, everything's kind of become a tank and spank. But you see, the thing is, the spell bar is kind of limited, and I have a lot of my bard songs going, so just so I can continuously play that. I think I need to make room for some actual Shadow Knight and Shaman abilities, because I'm at the point where, like, the three classes now are just kind of stepping on each other's toes sometimes. But we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. This is gonna hold me off until Monsters and Memories, which I'm kind of thinking Bard. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't want a tank per se, but I do want something with utility that's gonna benefit the group. You got cleric covered. I'm all for that. Yeah, so I'm thinking Bard. Okay. Let's go. Let's proceed. You know, this zone is basically Emerald Jungle, kind of. Never really noticed that or thought about it. It's very, very similar to Emerald Jungle in Kunark. See if we can get this Wuoshi dragon. I got this panther on me, though. Gotta be a little vigilant, because it's a red con. That's a really nice weapon. Mace of the Fallen Crusader. Really nice paladin weapon for a newbie. So yeah, it's just a matter of, I just feel like, yeah, DPS it's a little wonky. Mostly everything's just going to Bard songs, so it's basically like tank and spank for all my encounters. I'm gonna invest some AA into making this a little bit smoother. Maybe giving pets some more capability. Another thing, Shaman and Shadow Knight pets weren't really meant to be like true pets, so they're a little wonky. I had a Shaman friend that didn't even bother with the pet, which was baffling to me on P99. I think it helps, but I've also never really played Shaman. I guess it's just personal preference, I don't know. Man, this is a very, very tanky panther, isn't it? Yeah, lads, I'm a little worried. I might have to think about my class here. I know we're allowed to respec as well. Or I can take off one of these songs. Like, I don't really need, like, the HP regen song in combat. You know, if I'm just doing, like, crazy kiting. Not sure how much that's actually going to help. So maybe I can swap that out for another spell. Maybe like a shaman spell for some utility. I haven't been able to like take advantage of my slow. So yeah, like for single target stuff, maybe we don't need all the songs going. Okay, so of course he's not gonna be here. Let's use tracking, maybe. Let's see. Giant Herald. I'm assuming he's gonna be one of these Redcon mobs. I'm gonna go towards the Redcon mobs that are wandering. And I bet you that that's him. Name is Wu Oshi. That's a giant herald. That's not it either. Okay. Let's go this way and take a look at these two red mobs. But yeah, I mean, the server's very active, very alive. People are talking in the chat. They're having discussions. They're asking questions, myself included. I'm asking a lot of questions too. Okay, so he's not here. Let's go up this way. No. Um, I don't believe it's gonna be Ulandal that's up here. But either way, we'll take a look. Basically, yeah, so it's not him. We're gonna go and go to all the retcons on the map. Oh, Howard's being real sweet. Howard decided to join me. I miss her. We haven't had a chance to spend a whole lot of time together. She's the meaner cat that kind of stays by herself most of the time. Okay, I'm looking for Wu Oshi. Hey, maybe we'll check out Plane of Growth or Plane of Mischief. I don't know. I think I had to do my Epic 1.5 at some point. Yeah, because I think I already had Ragebringer. I think that's what it was. I had to come in here, Plane of Mischief, sneak through the whole thing, and pick up, like, some kind of piece from the chessboard or something, or in that room. I forget exactly what it was, but it was exhilarating. It was really exhilarating. So I'm not seeing the dragon. I'm just gonna wander around here, kind of ramble. I'm cheating a little bit because I'm looking at the map. That's not him either. So Wu Oshi. Um, the last dragon in Kunark was roaming around quite a bit. I'm assuming the same thing's happening here. Yeah, it's just one of those things. That's fine though. No worries. Gotta say, this is very reminiscent of the Emerald Jungle. It's it's a little hilly, I suppose, but I can tell they drew some inspiration. Or maybe just copy and paste, I don't know. By the way, if you didn't know, in a Loving Robot stream, he revealed a gamma slider in the options. I think that'll satisfy a lot of folks. Oh, wow. Nice. That's a recent thing. I know that's going to help some people with darkness. Yeah, like some people some people are livid. There's just active discussions about how the game is just horrible, like the graphic style, the art style. They think Ed Drulan is better and they get a lot right while Monsters and Memories didn't get as much right, but I'm very optimistic. I think it's going to be great. I'm not seeing this dragon, lads. I am not seeing this dragon. Um, hmm. It wouldn't be here either. Let's get the tracking again. And take Dar. No, that's not him. We need Wuoshi. Let's head more towards the center. Otherwise, we might go to Plane of Growth. Why not? Get our ass kicked by Tunair or something. But yeah, Abzu, that's great. That's great. I hope they don't cave to people complaining that it's hard. I want like difficulty, you know. It's makes it more immersive, makes the rewards a little sweeter. Yeah, so I'm just not seeing him. A giant herald is what is spawning here. Maybe I should just kill them. That way they're off the map. Just to make it a little easier. Okay, here it is. Seamus Acklesuse. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Can definitely tell I'm a little under leveled though. I'm just keeping tracking up so if I do indeed see the dragon, I can jump on it. I don't imagine it being any other con than red. You know? I just don't imagine. It must be a red con. Hmm. Alright, and we get another AA. Very nice, very nice. That'll help us in the struggle to come. Loot some of this stuff here. Clean up these bodies. Okay. Alright, well. After the playtest, I had no idea what to play and downloaded FF11 on the Horizon private server. Nice. The Gamma Slider is a good idea, and I will pick Infravision for my character once EA is out. Yeah. And to make sure I got a constant light source. Because, yeah, it sucks just sitting in pitch blackness. And someone even said that to me one time. They're like, hey, you know, I appreciate the stream and stuff. It was fun. It's just like 60% of it was pitch black. So I don't see how you could like this game. um yeah, but I feel you, Luke. I'm not really sure what to play either. You know, I got really sucked in, and I can't wait until we can just play it whenever we want to. Once it's in early access, you know. Um, hmm. You know, I actually, how about this? Let me ask the chat. I am struggling to locate Wuoshi. I am in non-respawning zone. Do they just wander far from where they are marked on map? Let's see what the chat says. Here we have our red cons popping up in tracking. However, they're that priest, which I don't want to fight again, just because he has got a giant mana pool. And the giant hero is just like a big red con, kind of unnecessary. Let me go down this way and see what this red mob is. We'll just take a wide swath here as we're just chatting and vibing. I guess in the way of like visuals, this isn't really the most entertaining stream ever. I wasn't really sure what to expect. So yeah, sorry guys, I didn't plan this. My plan was to go to Velious and just kind of go through the zones and kill some really cool stuff along the way. But I'm not seeing the cool stuff. We're seeing the zones though. I have a curved OLED monitor. Nice. Oh wait. Luke says, seems like people were having a bad time with the darkness. Yeah, myself included. I play humans in these kind of games, and humans have like really horrible night vision. I played Valheim a lot, so I was just used to cutting wood and making torches. Yeah. Oh, let's see what people said. Let me see. Thanks. They said go to the Druid Ring. Okay. All right. There's that priest again. I'm gonna kind of skirt him. There he is. I see him now. So he was all the way down in the Druid Ring. Okay. There he is. Oh, he attacked me from afar. Alright, great. Well, we're actually doing it, lads. Here it is. Maybe this vantage point here. The UI's like massively taken up, but yeah, this is me. This is me doing it. I'm living the dream. Just crazy how trivial it all is now when back then you had to like really organize. I have a curved OLED monitor. Nice. I like those. I think that's what I got Miss Heim, but I personally don't have one. OLED produces dramatically darker and accurate blends of black, and I think for some others who have OLED, it can be frustrating. Yeah. Personally, I really like the super darks I get in M&M with OLED. Yeah. I mean, it's great because, you know, it's immersive. If you're like out in the middle of somewhere, it is kind of scary. Like, hey guys, the sun is setting, you know? It kind of forces you to pay attention to the environment. And I mean, I find myself during the test, I was very conscious of the sun, you know? It's very effective. It's very immersive. And you know, I think the less things the better, like UI wise. Like I know like EverQuest right now, it's got a lot going on, but the less things the better, so you can just focus truly on the environment. And kind of you know, no compass, no map. Just know your cardinal directions basically. All right. Well, that was Wuoshi. Let's see. What did he have? Scimitar of the Emerald Dawn. Scimitar of the Emerald Dawn. Really badass name. I remember this was like a cool druid cosplay weapon. Monster summoning. Emerald dragon scales. Okay. I'm going to make sure to hail this progression here. Your mind recoils at the eldritch horror. Dark shadows whisper to you of rites and mysteries alike. Okay. Well, we did it. So, let's take a little breather. We're going to head back to the bazaar now, and we're going to see what else we need. Okay. Man, I'm so excited to get into the plains. Like, that's really what I want to do. Velious is cool. Don't get me wrong. Also want to see the moon as well. Let's see. So, I guess I'll go up here. Loosland flag. And what do I need to do? So we need to kill these dragons. Klandikar, Zlandikar, Wuoshi, I completed him. Dozikar the Cursed, Kolerekdar, not completed. I have no idea where these guys are. Let's do Dozekar or whatever, right? Let me see here. Dozikar the Cursed. He's in the Temple of Vishan. Okay. Where is Elorekdar? Just curious. He's in the Cobalt Scar. Okay. Let's. I think that might be a little easier to find. I suppose. I don't know if I want to go to Temple of Vishan. I'm open to the possibilities, but let's see. All right, so here we are back again. So that's Sky Shrine. Okay. Oh man. Oh man. Savage Rick. OS 809 with the $20 super chat. Man, thank you so much. Wow. That's very generous of you. How are you doing, my friend? Thanks for keeping the dream alive. Now there will be more streams and vids. I've been working on a lot of stuff behind the background. Man, that is so nice. Thank you, my friend. How are you doing tonight? As you can see, I'm playing EverQuest, the hero's journey. There's a lot going on in it. I'm actually trying my best to get acquainted, but it's a really cool system that they came up with to kind of scratch that indie MMO itch until Monsters and Memories comes out. So that's kind of what I've been playing, you know. I know this isn't exactly your cup of tea, but man, I find it so much fun. This was my bread and butter back in the day, you know. Oh man, thank you so much. That's very generous of you. I found the energy to do it tonight. Yeah, I typically this is not a great time for me. But Miss Heim had some stuff going on, so you know, have the house to myself. I thought I would do it. You know, actually, while we're here, let's do a little bit of Kale Drackle here, since we're actually located here. Um, and plus, it'll just be a lot easier to vibe out this way. Yeah. Yeah, so basically this is a server that has it's EverQuest, but you get to play 3 different classes. And so you basically have all these different combinations that you can do. You can take the best things of every class, and you basically just have almost like godlike powers to fly through the content. And it stops at one of my favorite expansions in EverQuest. So it has all of them: Kunark, Velious, Luceland, and then Plains of Power. So I'm in Velious now, and I have to kind of go through through the big bosses and stuff to open up the other areas, and that's kind of what I'm trying to track down. But we'll take this nice little detour here to level up a little bit. And I'm hoping I can make it to the Avatar of War, because I know that was like a really cool raid boss. I actually never raided the Avatar of War, but there is sections of the zone that you can grind for experience. So we would often come here to grind giants basically for a while, but I've actually never done the Avatar of War raid. So I feel like that would be a really cool thing we could do while we're all here. Let's go ahead and get these retcons. Now I know depending on how you want to do this, you can technically choose to be allied with these guys, I think, versus the dwarves. I always chose the dwarves, but you could technically grind faction, and you could just like, you know, you could treat this almost like a city. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, but I remember the Coldane faction stuff. That was really fun. Man, but it's really nice to see you guys, you know? Alright, so we're gonna get a big group of them and kind of do this big AoE here. This is when they start summoning, too. Let's see here, this is like, I guess from like an EverQuest perspective, yeah, you're like this tiny little character, like, taking on these crazy giants. Just literally like bodies hitting the floor, you know. Was really happy when we grouped to hear Kazrak say he also loves exploring in these games. Yeah. Yeah, Abzu, I'm really glad you and Kazrax hit it off. That's my real life buddy. We go way back, and we actually used to play EverQuest together. In a way, I'm grateful to him, and I always say this because he kind of got me back into these games. I had kind of moved on. I was always chasing the latest and greatest thing. And, you know, he discovered Project 1999, which is the EverQuest server that's emulated to be basically EverQuest like in 1999. And yeah, so yeah, in a way I'm kind of grateful to Kazrax. Hey, my little kitten is here, and he's being very curious. Hey, Bubby. Yeah, this is Miss Himes' new kitten. He's yeah, he gets really excited. You gonna go up there, and this is where the other cats like to hang out, so maybe he'll claim it as his spot. Or maybe he'll mess with my green screen. I don't know. Wow. No, I lost my train of thought here. I typically don't want them in here fucking up my shit, but it's okay. Alright, yeah, so let's see. Kazrak says he also loves exploring these games. Maybe when Eminem is in EA, we can go on a big expedition to learn the zones. Yeah. And see, that's one of those things, like, typically, you only do that one time, you know? And knowledge is power. And then once you kind of learn the lay of the land, you're good to go. That's actually what you did, Apsu, with Monsters and Memories. That's why you know the city so well. The city that I am still learning. Nice, a tabby. Yeah, yeah. It's a boy cat. We wanted a boy cat, and yeah, he's great. He's great. He's a really sweet cat. And we just got another alternate advancement point. Nice, nice. They start to fly really quickly. And of course I have like 90% AA right now. So I'm getting a lot of skills that I can later use to level up some of the alternate advancement abilities. Okay, so who is this guy? He's like a orange color. That's odd. Okay, never mind. I was tripping. That's basically all there is to it. This is a legendary zone. Did a lot of grinding here back in the day, but never really went after like the big raid mobs. So I think that it will be the goal for tonight. If we can get up to, let's see, wherever we are right now, if we can get to the Avatar of War, I think that would be a lot of fun. I don't know how feasible it is. I'm level 52, but I think we can set that as a nice goal for ourselves tonight. Have about half an hour, so it's gonna be perfect. And now this is the fun part. We can loot. I seem to remember these guys having a little bit more platinum, but that's okay. This is the best part, is looting. After all your hard work, you loot the bodies to see if there's anything good. There we go. There's a diamond. That'll fetch a pretty penny. Okay. Noble's walking staff. I remember that. I remember I had that on my monk on live back in the day. Oh, here we go. Actually, I'm full. Okay, well, we have to go back and sell. Um, really convenient on this server. You just hit a button. Oh, and we actually can't since we're in combat. Uh, okay, so this guy went running. Why didn't my pets kill him? There we go. He's dead now. We'll go back here to these bodies. We gotta clean up a little bit, so I found a bunch of spells throughout my adventures here. So I got plenty of spells. I gotta figure out what to do with them. Some I have duplicates of. Some I can actually use later. Inventory's a little bit. Alright, let's head back real quick. We'll sell, and then we'll come right back to the action. The coin looting sound is so crunchy. I love it. Yeah. There's a lot of really crunchy sounds here. They did a phenomenal job back in the day. The sounds are still like very, very memorable, you know? Um yeah, so let me go through here, just sell some of this stuff. It's pretty much vendor loot at this point. Um Mallow at 60. I'm gonna save that. That's a shaman spell. Uh, regular Cloak of Flames. I might sell that on the bazaar. Actually, I need to keep the dragon scales as well. Just sell all these weapons. Just, just to free up some space here. I'll probably organize off stream quite a bit. And by the way, just like everything else, I'm always happy to group up here. If anyone wants to try it, it'll be fun to go through Plane of Time together, which is basically like the end game of this. The planes are really, really fun, really unique. If you play this, you'll see where a lot of these games got their inspiration. But I'm not quite at that point yet. Plane of Time is far away. We have to go through Velious, we have to go through Luckland, then we have to go through a bunch of the planes. They have a plane for everything that you can think of, basically. We'll sort through all these spells later. For now, let's just go back. One thing I wish they would have for a nice quality of life is like auto sort your inventory. I think that would be cool. Okay. Giant warrior helmet. Awesome. Okay. Well, that was it. All right. Let's go ahead and play our songs again. And then we'll get back to it. But yeah, this is basically what I was talking about. I have so many songs here on my bar that I'm basically just swapping out my last thing to play this AoE. Typically Shadow Knights have life tab, so you can you can basically steal your health back. Shamans have slows, so they can slow the enemy. They have dots, they have nukes, but like I can't utilize all that to have all my songs up. So I'm kind of like bloated with skills, you know? Just absolutely bloated with skills. That's why I'm considering maybe trying like a different combination. Let's get all these guys here. I think they summon, so I can't go too crazy. I feel like we'll just do a big pool. These guys are kind of like around my level. And also this will be cool because it'll give me a sense of like how much I can get. And I like this too. This, you can kind of get a scale of like a giant. Oh, Protector of Zek. Oh shit. Oh, is that him? Oh no, that's, you know what, let's just focus right now. I think I got problems. There's like two giant redcons in there. Popping all my stuff here. I'm gonna go all out on these nerds. One just dropped. Feels real nice on this game, felling a giant. You just feel real powerful while they feel. Like even though they're so big. Yeah, it's nice. It's iconic. Just like how they fall. Yeah, it's great. You just feel like you defeated a really powerful enemy. I don't know if I'm fucked now. I'm out of mana. And yeah, I think this is like meant to be a huge raid. I guess I'll go with like the weakest first. Where's he at? Okay, here. All right, just a few more to go. I think I'm okay. It's just gonna be slow because I'm out of mana. Yeah, really great to have you guys in, and this is nice. This is real nice. Okay, so yeah, and it should go without saying. These guys, they worship Rallo Zek, which is like the god of war, kind of. In this, and he's also got some brothers, I guess, Talon and Valon Zek. I think they're in the plane of tactics, which we'll get to at some point. Very exciting. I kind of recently went through the planes on live. I did tactics quite a bit because I was like a good spot for my necromancer to molo with a mercenary, but I think this is much better, much more exciting. So yeah, that's who these guys worship. It's cool just now that like I go back through it. You can kind of see the planes were in there from the start. They have these other planes that you can access before planes of power. So I thought that was really cool. I think like some people believe that like they just kind of came up with that stuff. But it looks like it was in there from the beginning, maybe. I don't know. At least the ideas were there. I actually just listened to the Loving Robot conversation with Kevin McPherson. How he said he had Kunark written out and all the stuff for it for like a year in just a drawer before they decided to implement it. So I thought that was really cool. Okay. I guess maybe while we're killing this guy, I can go ahead and organize some of these spells. You know, I got a drop. One of the dragons dropped like a enchanted version of a bag or something, and it had quite a bit of spell slots in there, so that was real nice. Okay. Foreign power source. Interesting. Grab some more of this loot here. Come on. The looting, I feel like it's a little laggy or something. Like, I don't know, sometimes when you loot, like nothing really comes up and you gotta like move around and click. I don't know if anyone's noticed that. It's a little annoying, I guess. Like when you're directly looting, nothing really happens. You kind of have to move around, but a foreign power source. Oh, okay. Alice Stormcaller. Okay. Um, I think I'm ready to take him. Kind of just like the just rolling up and attacking. Okay. Yep. We'll pretty much have our bard room, so it's okay. It's really just a matter of mana. And if that is indeed the way it is, I feel okay just hitting I have Canny as a shaman, which basically, you know, it eats up your health but gives you a lot of mana. I feel good doing it, especially if I'm not like, I mean, just like this, the Bard runes pretty much make me invincible. It's just a mana issue for me. I feel like these guys have a lot of HP. I'm probably not ready for something like this. This is definitely the highest level thing I've tried. Wuoshi was pretty straightforward though. I think, is this guy a paladin of some kind? I think he might be. And of course I don't have my ability that to strip spell effects. Or maybe these guys are like healing him or whatever. That might be the case. If that's the case, let's take out these protectors. We'll treat this like a normal raid or something. Like take out the ads first or somehow control the ads. Okay. It's slow. It's very slow. I'm wondering something to invest my AA in. That would kind of help me along here. See, I think these guys are like clerics or paladins or something. I was hoping we could make it to the Avatar of War up there. And we are close, but just so far away. I really like to try it. At least take out one of these guys. There we go. Maybe they can... Or maybe he just ran out of mana. I don't know. Maybe we can go for it. Let's see. What's he casting? This is so hard to keep up with like how fast everything's scrolling. Even too, like, I wanted to separate my crits. I just wanted to see if I was even getting crits. It felt like I wasn't there for a while. See if we can get him with this. Alright, we got an AA from him. Nice. Callous Stormcaller. He seemed important. He actually seemed very important. Yeah, I think I'm in over my head here with this area. We have... Yeah, I mean, we have quite a few guys. We have quite a few guys still. I say we do it. Seven AA points in the bank. Okay. Let's see what he had. Callus Stormcaller's corpse. Callus's head. Black Blade of Tormenting. Interesting. Okay. What about the other guy? You know, I never thought I'd say it, but I like that loot system in like newer EQ where it just has like all your stuff and you can just choose if you want it or not. Oh, here we go. So let's go through here. Derek the Vindicator. Since he's a retcon, let's just kind of take it easy here. Let's fight through one at a time. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Okay. Oh man, that was really awesome. OS 8809. Thank you very much for the um for the super chat. I'm not it's like it's cool to have that. It's cool to have that option on the oh shit. Uh-oh. Wait a second. I was looking at something else here. I'm I'm getting wrecked. Cause yeah, YouTube streaming's like totally different. And see, this is what I'm talking about. Like as a Shadow Knight, I need life tap. I don't have life tap on my bar because I have all the bard stuff right now. So I think I'm gonna eat it here, lads. I actually think I'm gonna eat it. Yeah, he's oh baby. Oh, he's raging hard. I need life tap. I actually need life tap. This is what you meant when you chose the username Slayheim, slashing down giants like nothing. Yeah. Yeah, I did. I did. Yep. I sure did. That was where it all came from. I actually came up with it on this game. Back in the day, I was just, you know, wanting to come up with cool names and that's just kind of what I came up with. But yeah. It's kind of been a gamer tag ever since. Yeah, just cutting giants down to size. Uh, okay, so I was not successful. So I'm thinking instead of this, I think I just need my life tap. If I can have my life tap, I think I'd be great. Um, which it should be. Here it is, life leech. Still wish I had slow, obviously, but so all right. How do we get there now? Hmm. I don't know what's closer. So Velious, I think Eastern Wastes, yeah. We got this. We're doing it. I wanna end on a high. I wanna end on a high. So we're gonna make our way back to Kyle Drackle, which is right over here. We lost a little bit of time, but it's all good. Thinking I can do a magician necromancer. Well, see, I don't know. Wow, a woolly rhino. How cool is that? That's very cool. Heading back towards Kale here. And we should just be able to run back to where we were. That was it was a crazy raid boss. And I think, yeah, this is where they started introducing these mechanics, a wild rampage. So they hit like in a flurry basically. And I just wasn't able to keep up. Now that I have life tap though, I can just spam it, keep myself up. But yeah, also I need to really think about what AAs are gonna help me get there. I just added like some nice convenient stuff. Like I think recently I got the one for oh wait. Um where was it? Where was I going again? Yeah, it's really just the AAs that get you there. Um yeah, I went to the wrong zone line. I was rambling. People are talking in the chat about Daybreak games. Yeah, guys, so I hope they don't nuke this server. I think I don't know much exactly like how it all went out, so I don't know much about the specifics, but I know Project Quorum, which I didn't play on, but Quorum immediately kind of backed down and they started working with Daybreak Games to try to figure out something. And I think today there was some news that Daybreak Games made it to where Project Quorum can't have any more than like, I don't know, 1,200 people on at the same time or something like that. They have all these like weird rules now that they're supposed to comply with. Oh, is this gonna kill me? It didn't. Nah, you should be able to take fall damage though. You know how scary that is? Ah, they took away fall damage. Come on. A drop like that was... That's horrific. So yeah, we'll see what happens with the hero's journey. It's good though because gives me time to catch up, you know, and gives me time to enjoy it. And you know, if it happens to go away, we have these memories now. Like this is... Oh wait, I need to go to the... Oh, I have to go to the Echo, which is across the map here. That's why they're respawned. I don't want too many of these guys though, because I don't have my AoE on my bar here. I don't want to pull the whole zone. And of course I did. So I might zone out then. Let's see. Yeah, so I mean, I wish THJ good fortune. Think think they definitely this is definitely transformative. um I think everything will be okay. Let me zone out here. I feel really bad if I just train that guy. Okay. Oops. I'm playing the zoning game. Let me try one more time. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So we're gonna work our way back. Gonna work our way back to this little area up here. I do have life tap on my bar now. Um, oh, these guys are gray. But I do want to get up to this area here. Wait, am I even in the right area? I think so. Yeah, this is where I killed all these dudes. I'm a little bit turned around. Oh yeah, so I did go up this ramp here. Are you willing to react or to give commentary on the audio video that the audio guy for Eminem just put out? It has a ton of cool stuff on it on the same YouTube channel as the soundtrack. Uh yeah, absolutely for sure. You mean like make a video for it or just kind of check it out? Um yeah, I can certainly do that. How long is the video? I'd be curious, yeah. I don't have a great deal of time tonight, but I would love to do that, yeah. Maybe yeah, no, that's great. I mean, shout out to the content recommendation. I need stuff like that. Yeah, I mean like yeah, other than the playtests, I haven't really seen too much of that stuff. But I'll definitely check it out. Um if you wouldn't mind sending it to me. But otherwise, yeah, I'll just check the channel. And yeah, I can do it even just like this week. Maybe in the morning tomorrow before work, I can take a look. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and I think I'm gonna pull. Oh, I got all. Oh, I got all. Hmm. This isn't good. This is where you see like I need a feign death. Feign death would be tremendous. These are like all crazy raid bosses. This wasn't a good idea. see if I can just life tap through it. If I can somehow keep myself up with life tap, that would be tremendous. But I ended up pulling the other raid boss. Come on, baby, don't let me down. Yeah, that was never gonna happen. That was like 3 times the mobs that I that I had last time. So I think I need to spend some time gathering alternate advancement abilities because I'm definitely not ready for that. Especially with like my setup here. So the alternate advancement skills really are what gets us there. We have 7 now, so we have all kinds of like really cool stuff that you can do. But I need to theory craft a little bit and kind of nerd out and decide what's gonna help me and what's not. But yeah, Absu, I would love to react to something like that and to give commentary for sure. I'd be really happy to do it. I'm always open to those kind of requests. But yeah, my friends, I think this is all the time that I have for tonight. It's after 9 here, and it's past my bedtime. I gotta check on Ms. Heim and just kind of get ready for the work day tomorrow. But yeah, I'll definitely check that out. It was great hanging out with everybody. Thank you for hanging out with me on the hero's journey. We saw a little bit of Velious today. Tried to get through Kale. Well, not get through it, but at least just check out some of the raid mobs. And you know, we kind of breezed through Kunark off the scenes here, behind the scenes. Velious is a little bit more difficult though, so I gotta possibly look at my gear, look at my setup, plan, prepare a little bit, and then possibly head back in. So that's kind of on the radar. Otherwise, I'm going to be hunting down the raid targets. And yeah, hope to see you guys soon. I won't be as active this weekend just because I want to take care of some things, spend some time with Miss Heim. But then when Monsters and Memories hits, we'll be going hard on that. So take care, everyone. Hope you're enjoying the hero's journey as much as I am. And I will see you in the next one. Take care, everyone, and have an amazing day. Thank you very much, OS809 Savage Rick, for the super chat. That was tremendous, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Apsu. Thank you, Luke. Thank you to everyone hanging out with me tonight. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Take care, everyone, and have a wonderful